vision painting in my mind. Colors dance, spill outside the lines. I refuse to settle, never the black and white. Rock the neons until the day I die. I'm not sure who all's here with us. Again, thanks for joining us. While we wait, I'm going to show you my fun little clay pieces that I made the last class that I showed you that I did. Using these, just got them from the Dollar Tree. And yes, I have a mess, you all. We've had a really hectic couple of weeks around here. So, in addition to, I had a wedding. Okay. Anyways, got these from the Dollar Tree, just $1. And wow, my camera is back really far. Goodness. All right, y'all, hang on just a second. Anyhow, I got these at the Dollar Tree. They're just ice cube trays. Of course, they were just $1. Alrighty. Now, showed y'all these the last class. And I used the paper clay that Deb sells in the shop. Okay. And I have this in a Ziploc bag. And, which really, I probably need an airtight container. These are what I made. Now, this one, I'm not done with. And I'm really pleased with the way he turned out. This fun little pumpkin I did. And I used the glitter from Deb's shop. Let me see. Nope, that's not the one I used. Let me find it. Okay, I used the Green Glory blend, excuse me, for the stem. I just used, because I don't have a lot of acrylic paints because I don't paint. I just used the puffy paints that I have. I just painted it on. And then I used an orange. And then I took a brown and did my highlights on my pumpkin. And I am in love with my little pumpkin. I've named him George. And then here is the spider web. And then I just hit it with some black. Okay. And then I just took some, I've got some glitter puffy paint. So I just took and rubbed it on like stickles. Just so it had a little bit of a glistening effect to it. And then this, I thought, you know, that'd make a really cool cameo. And I just highlighted the edges with some white acrylic paint and highlighted the spider some. And you could even glitter him up if you wanted to. Or another cool thing would be to do is to, like if you wanted to make some jewelry for Halloween, you know, create your hole while your clay's still wet. And then that'd make a really cool piece to wear at a Halloween party. And then, like I said, I'm not done with him, but I'm really pleased with him. So I'm hoping to get those up on the Gone Artsy fan page here pretty soon, especially before Halloween's over anyway, right? So there you go. Just some fun little things. You can make magnets with them if you wanted to, or like I said, you can make jewelry. You could even use this mold. Now this mold, these were on the same mold. And I tried to just do the, whoops, spider. But, well, I flubbed it up. I tried to pull it out of the mold too soon, and I ended up messing him up. So, and I've just not messed with him again. But I'm really pleased with them. You know, something that you could, you know, get them made, and then the kids could paint. Because y'all know I like to do crafts with kids. You know, do them with the kids because, you know, gives them a lot of creativeness. Makes them use their little noggins. And another little Halloween tidbit I'm going to tell you, the little bottles that the beautiful glitter glass comes in, save these little bottles. And if you're into miniatures or whatever, take them, print you out some little apothecary labels or something. And they would make some really cute little, oh my goodness, Halloween, you know, I can tell you what we did. You can get skeleton garland at Dollar Tree. Now, our Dollar Tree, they're all just about out of everything for Halloween. You can't hardly get anything. And I guess a lot of crafters. And it's probably like that all across the United States. Because I'm pretty sure that's just a America-based store. Anyways, my mother-in-law took and she used red alcohol ink and put in her little, jar, and then she poured it out, okay? And they were, just stained. It looked like it had pooled like in the bottom or some of it was running out. And then I had printed off these little labels and she had adhered them to them. Well, we got the skeleton garland from the Dollar Tree, took it all apart, and what we did was we glued these in the little skeleton's hands. Now, they weren't this big, they were a little bit smaller, but you could do this with a bigger skeleton if you wanted to. Anyhow, they look like jugs of whiskey, I guess you could say, that the skeleton was drinking. And then we took our heat guns and we just heated the joints up to where, and bended them and shaped them to where we wanted them to be, so the skeleton was sitting and he either had his hand up or he had his legs bent in. And I don't have any of that stuff here. We done packed all that away at the American Legion post because we had the Halloween dance over the weekend. But anyhow, we use those for decorations for the centerpieces. So I wished I had one. But if you go to the Gone Artsy fan page, I had done a lamp using a wine glass, I think last year, and I have one of the skeletons in it. You'd have to go through the photos, but there's one there from last year. So anyhow, they'd be a fun little Halloween idea if you do minis or like to mess with little miniatures. So there you go. This Deb now has in the shop. Don't know if anyone has purchased any or used them yet. It is the Color Bloom Fine Shimmer Spray by Prima. And the little bottles are just absolutely darling. I think I have fallen in love with the little bottles. This one is Poppy Field. And I don't use a lot of this stuff either. So I'm not going to use it tonight. Because, well, I really need to experiment with this. But I wanted to show you these. And you just add the water. I think the little bottles are darling. But I wanted to show you these that she now carries in the shop. And she has a nice little variety of colors. So that is another item that I wanted to share. And now Deb has just the bottles. Oh, that's cool. She just now has the empty bottles available. So that way if you want to mix and match, and experiment, make your own colors, you can do that as well. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight here at the Gone Artsy class. DT Rhonda here with you all this evening. First, I'd like to say a big, huge thank you to Deb last week for swapping nights with me. Had a rather... well, it was an awful week. So, she was kind enough to switch with me, and I appreciate that so much. And her beautiful bottle that she did was absolutely gorgeous. So, tonight, we're going to play with a pumpkin. Now, I'm sure that a lot of you all know where to get these at. It's the good old Dollar Tree again. Woot woot. Love the Dollar Tree. Us crafters do, don't we, anyhow? Ta-da! I have taken this one, and I have painted it all white, and I just took a skewer and inserted it through the bottom, just made it easier to paint and spin, and then, I got a block of styrofoam, put it in, let it sit there and dry. It could probably use another coat, but I'm not going to worry about that. because it's just not that necessary. But I did use my heat gun and see what it did. Of course, it is styrofoam. But after I did, I was like, I kind of like that. So, yeah. Now, what I'm going to do, okay, what I did was I gessoed this, and then I just painted it, went back over it with some plain old white acrylic paint. Alrighty. Let me get that out of the way. I didn't want to do that at the class because that is time consuming as can be. Alright, but we're going to set the pumpkin aside for just a minute, and we'll go right back to it. Okay, next, what we're going to apply to our pumpkin is these fun mechanicals grungy butterflies. Deb carries in shop. These come in a set of 9. Alrighty. And what I did, because you can use them just like this right out of the package, or you can do whatever else you would like to do as far as altering them goes. Okay. And a lot of you may know this. Save your packages like this, and you can use the acetate for, you know, other little projects. They're even great to, you could use this almost like a little tray to catch your glitter when you glitter. This Deb carries in the shop, and I like using it with the glitter. Okay. And the glitter that I'm using, it is the Orange Fusion, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. And, oh, wait just a second, y'all. Yep. Remember where I said use the back of that? Okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Now all I did was just pour that on to my brush, and then I'm just going to go over my butterfly. I've got that a little thick, but that's all right. I used this, if anyone see my Mr. and Mrs. sign, this was the glue that I used on it. And again, Deb carries this in the shop along with the Fabri-Tac. And I believe this is the smaller bottle. Yes, and it also comes in the 4 ounce. Okay, now let me lay that right there. Now I'm going to take, I'm going to move this down. Isn't that orange beautiful? As I've gotten older, I like orange. I used to didn't care for orange. We're going to let those dry because I already have some done, and then I'll touch up the corners and I'll add those later. No biggie. Let me move that over. Okay. Now, we're going to go back to our pumpkin. And Deb carries all these different types of bling in the shop. She has some that are larger. She has some that are smaller. She has some red. She has clear. She has pearl. So be sure to check out her. Self-adhesive embellishments. And then all we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to put some of these right down the side. Okay, so let me see how I want to do this. You can just, you know, cut it the way you want. And then we're just going to pull it off. And we're just going to randomly place it. Now, if you have to come back and add a little adhesive, no biggie. No biggie at all. But these things usually stick pretty well. Okay. And then we're going to take this one. Whoops. I just love these kinds of embellishments. I think they're so cool. And just walk it around because your surface is not flat on this. You can even mix and match. Like this has the rhinestones. You could come back and add pearls as well. And there's what we have so far. Now, what you could do with these, you could add this, and then you could make yourself a floral arrangement on top, make a nice little centerpiece. Okay, now, this is, oh, let me get my junk out of the way. Here you go. These are new to the shop. They are memory hardware. They're Frank Garcia. They're by Prima. Okay. The fun little sequence. And you get 3 packages. And each one slightly differs in color. Alrighty. This is almost like a, maybe like a copper. I can't talk tonight. And then you have like a gold, and then you have like a polished gold. So you do have 3 different colors to choose from. Oh, and you all know I love these scissors. They're also in the shop. And anyone that has not seen me work with them, they have the laser light for help in cutting straight. These scissors are absolutely awesome. Everybody will tell you how much I love them. They're great for material because they're nice and straight. Now, I've used mine on paper, so I wouldn't even attempt to use these on material. But if, you know, I'd get a set just to put back and use only on material. I thought about using these, but these just don't match what I've got going on over here. But this is a new flower that Deb has in the shop. And she has a ton of new flowers. And everybody knows I love flowers. So, but this is more of a coral. So it's not going to work with what I'm doing, but I had pulled it out anyways. And I thought, why not show you all these pretty flowers? So be sure to check out the flowers in the shop. Okay. Now back to these fun little things. And we're going to use more of the copper color on this little project. Okay, but I think before I add those, what I'm going to do, now what I have done here is I have taken my butterflies, and here they are all nice and glittered up. I hope, can you all see that okay? Let me bring it over here in the light some more. I just love how this glitter glistens. It's so pretty. Okay, and then what I've done is I have bent the butterfly, the wings upwards, so that way it gives it, you know, a little more effect, like it's flying. Now here's where I need, of course this is metal, but for the sake of the class, we're going to use our glue gun, and there's a product that I'm going to share with you in just a second. There it is. Okay. We're just going to randomly place these. Now, I'm hoping this will work okay using the hot glue. With it having that glue on there. Isn't that cute? Now, if this were a bigger pumpkin, because those butterflies come in 3 sizes, but this butterfly is a little big, I thought. Now, somebody else might not think they are, but I just thought they were. So, but if feel like if this was a lot bigger, these would be fabulous on there as well. But I went on and glittered them up too. Now we're going to take this one over here that we just did. And if you don't get, because like I said, I needed to touch a corner up on this one. If you don't, well, some of the glitter's coming off. That's all right though. I'll touch it all up later. You know, it just adds a little more character. I would even suggest taking this glue and going back over the butterflies after they've dried just to seal the glitter. Again, if you've seen the Mr. and Mrs. sign that I did last week, I think it was, I had used this glue, applied the glitter, and then once it had all dried, I went back over it with this to seal that glitter in. So I really like using this for that. And with it being a gloss, it doesn't dull the beautiful shine of the glitter, because Mod Podge, I love it, but when I use it to seal with, it really changes the look of the glitter, of any glitter, and it really dulls it, I think. And then it looks like it's really clumped all on there, and this doesn't seem to do that. So I really like that. Now, as far as it being safe, you did it on glasses and making them waterproof to where you could wash them and leave them in water, I don't know. I would not suggest that. I would actually suggest, you know, something specifically designed for that. But something like this be great. Okay, now I'm going to go back and add the little butterflies. Isn't it cute? Alrighty. Alright, now the next thing we're doing, and I want to show you something that I just got and that Deb carries in the shop. Let me get it opened up here. The glue stick that she carries. It's called Glue Roll. It's by Bonder. And you can use this with low, dual, or high temp glue guns. Okay. Now you can cut this if you want to. But you can just put it right in your glue gun and not even worry about it. And it, you know, it feeds itself. So then, you know, you've got this whole little roll here. Now if you wanted to, you could cut it in half and then just let the rest hang and go to town. Pretty cool, huh? And I like the fact that you can cut it at a length, and then, you know, because you're not have to keep refilling your doggone glue gun every few minutes. Now, if you wanted to, you could do your stem, you know, in a specific color if you wanted to. You don't have to. Okay, now what we're going to do next is we're going to take these fun little sequence pieces, and now I'm going to use the Journey Glaze for this. And again, Deb carries these nifty little, but when you do not use these, do not let them sit there, because you're not doing yourself any good. If this is not being used, close it, or you're defeating your purpose entirely. Because yes, I did ruin mine that way. It doesn't say it's makes it air dry. You know what I'm saying? It just keeps it from being clogged, but you've got to keep the lid on it when not in use. That was my silly stupidity. Now we're just going to randomly place these fun little sequence pieces. Let me get a few drops on here. Well, that one's going to stick there, even if we don't want it to. And then there. And there. And this has a precision tip. And she also has them to fit various size bottles. This one that I have, well, I don't have enough glue there. This one is designed to fit, well, this is a 4-ounce bottle. So do read the descriptions. That way you know that you're getting the right size. You know, depending on what size bottles that you work with. I believe this will also fit on a 2-ounce. Well, I did it again, y'all. Knocked it right off. And we'll just keep applying. You can just randomly place them wherever you want. And folks, I don't know if you pass out candy to the trick-or-treaters on Halloween night. Remember the ones with food allergies. Think of the ones who are diabetic. If you've not heard of the Teal Pumpkin Project, you set a teal colored pumpkin out on the porch. So that way, children with food allergies, or the children, you know, like I said, with diabetes, that your home is allergy friendly, I guess you could say, and give them a little toy or, you know, something like that, or a pencil or a little book. So then that way they don't feel left out. Because let me tell you something, food allergies, they are awful. And I'm fortunate that mine's not bad enough that I require an EpiPen or anything like that. Because some children with food allergies, or people, you know, it can be deadly for them. So be sure to paint you a pumpkin teal and set it on the porch and give those little ghosts and goblins a little toy or a pencil, because they have little Halloween pencils. Because, you know, they go trick-or-treating and have to turn around and give most of their stuff to a sibling or a friend. You know, they want to enjoy too. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox on that, y'all. Now, if you wanted to, you could take the sequins and you could even mix and match all 3 of the colors. All right, there is our little pumpkin, our little glammed out pumpkin. Isn't it cute? Now on the bottom, I didn't do anything to the bottom. So what I'll probably do is just put like a piece of felt on the bottom. Well, that was a fast, quick little class one. I thought it would take longer than that. Well, what if I hadn't had my pumpkin painted? Yes, you could glitter up the stem. You could do that too. You know what? I think I might do that. But I think I will use the gold on that. Yes, the gold fusion. Or I also have the champagne. Now I'm more partial to the champagne color. I think I have some more of that. Yes, I do. I have the gold fusion that Deb carries. And then, now the champagne I like a little bit more because it's a little more dull. And another cute thing to do, you could do the stem and then come down the sides some, you know, a little bit, you know, just have some of the glitter coming down. I mean, you could do these however you wanted. But I thought that was cute. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I want to thank everybody for coming out. And like I said, I thought this would take a lot longer, but it didn't. So, I appreciate you all stopping in. Check out the still photos. That'll be up next couple days. And be sure to check out a lot of the new products Deb has in the shop. And right now she has various kits on sale or available. And they make absolutely fantastic Christmas gifts for someone who crafts. She had me do the fan kit. And I'll show you all that. I also have a video on the Gone Artsy YouTube channel of it. Here's the little fan kit. It comes with these 5 blades, and they're laser cut, but I covered them with the graphic 45 paper that comes with the kit. And you get this lace, which is dyed. Deb also has this lace in the shop in white. And it comes with glitter glass, embellishments, the fun little tassel, seam binding, and of course again the paper. And then I just added some of my own flat backs. Okay, and you can get a green kit or a red kit. And then she has these real adorable little bird kits. I think they would be absolutely great to make banners out of for a shower. She also has, oh gosh, she has a traveler's kit. Oh yes, she mentioned the traveler's kit. There's several. And again, like I said, great for your friends who craft. And I have so much of this left over out of this kit I can use for other projects. So, and this all comes real cutesy tootsy and wrapped already like a Christmas package. This kit does. So she has a beautiful hummingbird mini album. So swing by the shop, check out all of her kits, as well as all the new products too. Because like I said, I'm crazy about the flowers. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me tonight. Join us again next Tuesday. Any creations that you make using the Gone Artsy products, please share them with us over on our Gone Artsy fan page, because we'd love to see what you make with all these luscious little products. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. And Deb will be with us next Tuesday. All right, everyone. Take care and happy Halloween, because Deb will be back November 1st. Yes, customer highlight days, Sunday and Monday. Do share your projects with us, because we want to see the pretties that you make. All right, everyone. Take care. Good night. Thanks again. And until next time. Bye-bye.